What's up, YouTube? Behind the scenes Joe here. So, while they've been working on cars, I've been working on getting set up to where we could actually get some t-shirts out to y'all. So we have t-shirts up on a website now for available. We've got this one because we are not your uncle. We are different. We also have some stickers. These will be up for sale on the website. Available for purchase. Bennett'sHotRods.com. K Quilter. Shoot me an email, joe@Bennett'sHotRods.com. You're the winner. You were the first one to comment that we liked. So that's what we're gonna do.
Hey everybody, just for the people that have asked, we all survived the tornado. Again, in Middle Tennessee, this is the fourth tornado I've been through that passed within a mile of my house. Was a little better off over where I'm at now. No damage at the house, but very, very close to there. Some good friends of mine are building a new house. So it got a little hairy here last night, but you know, doesn't much matter. We're down here Saturday morning, drive around the debris and get to work. They canceled our Christmas parade, which I think was in good taste to do so, given what happened last night here. But it was about 3:30 in the morning. It got real crazy. I mean, real crazy. But anyway, enough about that. We're all good. The Stig has been working on Fred and Becky Wheeler's 68 Mustang convertible. We found some stuff that it was buried. You'll notice there's a new tail panel in it. What the issue was, we have new quarter extensions. When we went to fit the quarter extensions on the car, they didn't really fit well with where the trunk closed, and when this quarter panel got welded on incorrectly, the I guess skill in measuring where it goes wasn't really there. But he's got the trunk lid now to where our gaps are real close. We got to adjust it a little bit, but your trim's going to go around. What the real problem we had was right here. Okay, this was welded in the wrong spot. So this up here, if you look here, we've got a little bit of a gap right here between the quarter extension and the tail panel. And if you look on that side, no gap. That's the way it's supposed to be. All right, that's a good ½ inch better than it was, and he's still got a little bit to do. We just ran out of time on Friday, and he does not work weekends. So we'll get the tail panel in. So far, that fixes some of the issues we got. We're having a little bit of an adjustment issue with the door on this side that may have something to do with the way that quarter was put on the car. And again, like I said, it was just a skin, not an entire quarter. And it was done just, you know, this channel's for everybody. It's for the backyard guy. It's for the professional that wants to watch, that wants to follow along with some of the things we're doing. This was done by a professional shop in a not so professional building with a not so professional technician. So I have not ruled out yet pulling that entire quarter skin off of there and starting again. We're trying in the guise of saving money for Fred and Becky, because they've already been through this once. We're trying to button this car up and save this car for them. But we may end up having to pull that quarter skin off because I think it was put on canted a little bit. And that's going to screw up our door gap, definitely screw things up back here. We've got this part taken care of. We may be able to work something out up there. It's a little too early yet to tell. But he's moving right along on this. When I first interviewed him, he was talking about the speed in which he could do things. He was not lying. Okay, now it's a Mustang. Granted, he's worked on Mustangs for several years, and I don't necessarily know if he wants to work on Mustangs so much anymore, but I keep feeding him Mustangs. So you do what you know, and he knows Mustangs, so we're doing some Mustangs. But this car's coming along great. A lot of the components for this car were already purchased, so there's not going to be a ton of stuff waiting for Dynacorn or Kentucky Mustangs or CJ's Pony Parts to ship us parts that we can't get because they're off the coast of California for some unknown reason. We've got a lot of stuff. This tail panel was here. The fender apron I put in was here. These are not expensive parts. One of the cool things about Mustangs, like I said before, the components for them are not super expensive. As far as restoring cars go, Mustangs are probably about one of the cheapest. But he's really ripping along with this car. It's sad to see the amount of filler that was put in it. And come over here, I want to show you something else too, inside here. Apparently at some point in its life, this car got hit, because this is wrinkled. If you look at that side, not wrinkled. Also, they overlapped a lower section of the inner wheelhouse. Now, I don't know if it was rust. Like I said, this car came out of Nevada, so it probably wasn't too rusty, but had a lot of damage to it. So we've got to weigh that against what we're going to do for the car. We want to fix as much as we possibly can without buying parts, but given the cost of this, the cost of the apron, things like that, it made no sense to try and repair it versus replace it, because we can replace it and put it in correctly in the correct spot that it goes. So that's where we're at on this car. Doing a little cleanup and moving around to give him some space, because I have cluttered it up pretty good in here, and we're going to be working on that. But that's the update on the Mustang. It's moving along. Fred and Becky, if you're watching, yes, he's working on your car. I'm trying to get year-end stuff done and more stuff. You're going to see another video here shortly that's going to show something else that we've been working on, not a car. Paperwork, taxes, things like that. All the things that go with owning a legit business versus a business where you're going to work on cars and get shut down by the Department of Revenue because you don't pay any taxes. I pay mine. It's a big deal. It takes a lot of time. There's a lot of figuring, and I don't like it. I've told you all before, I don't care for the office work as much as I do being out here with the cars. That's where we're at. 86 GMC. We've been waiting on floor parts forever for that truck. They're back ordered. We're going to make them. Enough waiting. So all we've got to do, we've already put the corners of the rockers in, things like that we have to do, but the piece of the floor support is missing. We're going to fabricate that. We'll show you all that going in the truck. And then we can Raptor line the bottom of it, put that cab on the chassis, which gives us more room in the shop and also puts the cab in a good place for us to work on. It's up height-wise. So that's it.